Spillane selection. Frankie Carroll will lead the attack, and to his right is James O'Keefe, and to his left Pat Tobin. Veteran campaigner Ray Sampson is at full forward. The side is captained by TJ Ryan, who will occupy the centre half-back position, while Gareth McGrath, Van Mansell and Tom Sheehan are the full-backs. Tom Mescal takes over from Jermal Cahy in the Ahane goal. Outside him, Kevin Herbert is selected at full-back. He also captains the team. The launching pad of many a victory for Ahane this season has been their half-back line of Clement Smith, Ollie Moore and Adrian Smith. In attack, James Moore is penciled in at centre half-forward, while Joe Grady, John Morrissey and Portick Smith are the full-forward line. Gary Spillane playing right to left in the opening half. The match official from Ghana Ballingarry, that's David O'Keefe. And Gary Spillane already pushing into attack towards Frankie Carroll. Cut away from him now, and it's TJ Ryan, the team captain. Ryan is dropping a dangerous ball in towards his front line of attack. Johnny Ryan, brother of TJ, has it. Low shot in, and it's stopped at the goal line by Mescal. That's a good piece of goalkeeping, and at the end it's Herbert that puts it out for a 65. Well, many anxious moments already in this game for the Ahane defence. That shot from Johnny Ryan producing a good save from Tom Mescal. In came Ryan again. Herbert, the fullback and team captain, was there to put it out over the end line. Gary Spillane defending the goal to our right. This is David Ryan. Good clearance by him. It's a long one down towards his half-forward line. Frankie Carr losing out to Ollie Moore. Good ground strike. Up the field it goes. This is James Moore looking up at the post. He's dropping it in. It looks a good one. It's dropped at the goal line. And goalkeeper has dropped it, and it's a goal. Dear, oh dear. Chris O'Connor, the Gary Spillane goalkeeper, has dropped it, and that's a goal for Ahane in the very early stages of the game. Here we see it. Chris O'Connor seemed to have it well gathered, but then in came John Morrissey, the full forward, and he kicked it past young O'Connor in the Gary Spillane goal. Frankie Carroll now for the bouncers, playing along the ground. Pat Tobin has won it, he being the left half forward, and De Garvey is behind him at this stage. Then Smith has committed a foul, and there's a free here for Gary Spillane, although Pat Tobin is anxious to take it fairly quickly. That's Turlock Herbert, former member of the Limerick senior hurling squad. As Frankie Carroll is rolling it up and striking it in. It looks very good, which it is. Nicely stroked over the crossbar by Gary Spillane's centre half forward, Frankie Carroll, that provides last season's finalists with their opening score of the game. Within striking distance, it's John Morrissey. Morrissey swinging it in. Wonderful score. And John Morrissey has scored a goal and one out of a Ahane's tally of 1 goal and 2. Mike Fitzgerald for Ahane, playing it low, trying to seek out a colleague, and he has certainly found one. That's Shawnee O'Connor. Now Turlock Herbert. Here's Herbert dropping it in towards the goal, and he too has found the range. Turlock Herbert, late replacement on this Ahane team, troubled by injury during the week. David Ryan, very close to the sideline. Linesman has his flag kept down. And it's well won here by Ahane's centre forward, James Moore. It's a long one delivered inside towards the front line of attack, and Joe Grady, his shot, and that's a second goal for Ahane. What a finish. Joe Grady, if we watch it again, Ahane's second goal of the game. Ball broke out to the left. Joe Grady was there, so too was Smith. It was O'Grady that latched onto it, and a powerful shot to the net. Gary Spillane are badly in need of scores. The Ahane half-back line are watertight in this match. Sam Smith as far as centre field. Now is Shawnee O'Connor spreading to the left wing and seeking out Portick Smith, and Smith has it. One of a number of brothers on this Ahane selection. The far sideline, Portick Smith having a great battle with Gareth McGrath. Referee says play will continue, and it will with Shawnee O'Connor. Now to Turlock Herbert. Already scored one. He's looking for his second. Herbert popping it down and putting it over the crossbar. A second point for Turlock Herbert. He is playing well, as indeed are the Ahane team, who are favoured by the breeze in the opening half of this match. The far sideline. David Ryan was involved in the action. Now it's Frankie Carroll. He's tossing it in towards the goal. Out comes the goalkeeper, Mescal. That's a brave piece of goalkeeping by the Ahane goalkeeper. Smith doubling on that towards John Morrissey. Van Mansell is Gary Spillane's full-back. Mansell has it won. Playing quite a long number of years with Gary Spillane is Mansell. At the opposite sideline, a little bit of stalemate. At the end, David Ryan playing it towards Ray Sampson. James O'Keefe was also there. As Ahane drop it in and find to score at the opposite end of the field. Ahane are well able to pick off their scores, and James Moore has scored quite a number of points in this game. Clem Smith from the half-back line, hurling very well at right half-back. Meant to link up here with Mike Fitzgerald. It's intercepted by Gary Spillane. Andy Garvey playing it forward a little. Shawnee O'Connor now for Ahane. He's dropping it towards his front line of attack, and running onto this is Turlock Herbert. Herbert's going through, he's looking for the goal. The shot is poor. Good defensive play out along the end line. The ball is still in play. This is Joe Grady. Scored a goal a moment ago. Half a little bit high as it's picked up by TJ Ryan, who feeds it to his brother David. Now it comes to Andy Garvey. Star of Limerick's National Hurling League success in '92. Along the near sideline, Alan Collins. Good battle here. And at the end, it's picked up by Ollie Moore. Injured in the quarter-final tie. It has recovered. But the ball breaks inside, and Joe Grady now has it for Ahane. Here's O'Grady looking for options. He needs to get rid of the slither quickly. He plays it straight across the goal. And slither fortunately comes to the Ahane attacker, who looks for the shot and indeed finds the range as well. That's a nice score. Good intelligent play, it must be said, by Joe Grady. And Ahane has a sizable lead at half-time. 2 goals and 8 points to 3 points. One Fields, Gary Spillane, last season's finalists, have a huge mountain to climb in the second period of the game. It's David Ryan dropping it inside. It breaks through Adrian Smith as it comes here to Donny Ryan. Ryan popping it in, and that's a good start for the second half for the bouncers. Donny Ryan finding the target. And believe it or not, that's Gary Spillane's 4th point of the match. That's all. At centre field, good clash. David Ryan was involved. May come towards Andy Garvey. Mike Fitzgerald is also there. Now John Kiley. James O'Keefe also there. Mike Fitzgerald doing well for Ahane. Over it's Gary Spillane that are moving forward. Andy Garvey dropping a long ball inside. English is onto it. Can he finish? He can. Good goal by Roger English, the left full forward for Gary Spillane. And there's some hope now for the Bouncers to come back into this match. English well positioned inside the full back line. Shot was low, it bounced and beat Meskel in the goal. Sampson going in with Clem Smith. It comes to Andy Garvey. Garvey trying his luck, and why not? It's over the crossbar. That's a delightful strike, albeit an opportunist point by the midfielder for Gary Spillane. Slither breaking loose. Hawley O'Brien losing out. John Meskel. Now it's TJ Ryan. He's the team captain for Gary Spillane in '98. Ball popped inside. Gary Spillane, I reckon, looking for another goal to really put the game back in the melting pot. It's Ollie Moore. His clearance to the far sideline brought down and well won by Ray Sampson. Although he's lost out, maybe his colleague can help. He certainly can. That's Hawley O'Brien. Meant to start at centre field, but seems to be playing at the half-forward line at this moment. Here comes a free. Gary Spillane have brought David Ryan up to take it, and he has met it sweetly and has split the post as well. Good score and an important one for Gary Spillane. We now move on to 1 goal and 7 points. That's only 5 points adrift of Ahane. Ollie Moore now dropping it inside towards his full forward line. Slither's broken loose. Goalkeeper Chris O'Connor is involved in the action. So too is Patrick Smith, and I think things becoming a little bit out of hand down there. The goal to our left. A number of players from both teams are involved. Here we see how that incident develops again. The slither dropped inside. There was a pull there initially by Tom Sheehan. Goalkeeper ran onto it. And then a number of hand players became involved, and it became a little bit ugly to say the least. And following all of that, the referee has ordered 2 players off. Patrick Smith of Ahane is gone, and Gary Spillane has lost. That's John Kiley that's making his way off the field of play. There's a star, but maybe making his way onto the pitch. He's out of the far sideline. Gary Spillane defending stoutly, and David Ryan now has it. Andy Garvey's inside him, but Ryan puts in a great clearance beyond the attacking 65, where it's well won by Ollie Moore. Rock solid at centre half back. Now Turlock Herbert. Herbert adding to it and dropping it towards the left corner. Mike Fitzgerald losing out to Gareth McGrath. But it's all right because John Morrissey is there, and Morrissey has found the target. That's a super score by the full forward, John Morrissey. It continues to midway between the 45 and the 65, the sliotar. Ollie Morn again. That's a reckless challenge on him by Donny Ryan. And already 2 players have been sent off in this game. What will be the action of the match official, David O'Keefe from Granagh Ballingarry? Here we see the incident. Ollie Morn tried to scoop up the sliotar, which he has done so successfully, and then came in Ryan. And that was uncalled for, and Ryan has been sent to the line. Gary Spillane are going to finish the game with 13 players at best. Ball again played to the left-hand flank, and Mike Fitzgerald is winning it. Fitzgerald dropping it low into the path of Turlock Herbert. Here's Herbert dodging 1 or 2 players, tossing it then. O'Connor parries it out. And looking for him, David Ryan was there, but the shot is in, and it produced a good save. That shot was from John Morrissey, the save by Chris O'Connor. But play has yet to be cleared. Turlock Herbert has committed the foul, and the free will be from left to right, and that's going to favour Gary Spillane. Now sideline cut, Andy Garvey dropping it then. It comes off the upright, breaks loose, and Slim Smith is there for a hand. That's Martin Murnane to the middle of the park. John Morrissey, Michael Fitzgerald, James Moore. Bring it to the right full forward position. Tom Sheehan. His effort has been blocked down. It works out well for a hand. That's Joe Grady. He's been brought to the ground, and there's going to be a free here for a hand. I think there could be little dispute about that. Just 2 players on the Gary Spillane goal line as Herbert is striking it, the free taker, and he puts it between the uprights, and that's another score for a hand, who I think are on course to qualify for their first Limerick Senior Hurling Final, which they have since 1955. A hand 2-12, Gary Spillane 1-8. Is Donald Mackey.
Ahane, whose county title is number 16. They have to go back to 1955 for the 23 points, followed closely by James Moran on 22 points. Kevin Herbert, their team captain, follows in his father's footsteps, Sean, who played in the 1995 team. Patrick Swell, like their opponents, have accumulated 16 county titles. Their first in 1965 and the last one in 1997. To reach today's decided, the Well have accounted for Brough, Old Christians, the Piercic and 2 Tilted Adair in the quarter-final. Doon as their opponents in the semi-final. The Well have played 6 games in the championship, scoring 16 goals and 95 points. Gary Kirby, their top scorer, with 4 goals and 50 points, followed closely by Alan Purcell on 4 goals and 7. Their team captain, who has scored 7 points today, is Declan O'Grady. Referee for the Limerick Senior Final is Jim Hickey from Ballylanders. The 1998 Limerick County Senior Hurling Final is underway. A hand versus Patrick Swell here on the Gaelic ground. As Jim Hickey sets the game in motion, his first on the attack is Patrick Swell. Across over the side of the field, comes towards their midfielder, James Morton. Botched up, gets a hand pass outside to his number 13, Sean O'Connor, striking it in towards the inner throat in the ground. Patrick Swell defends there with Anthony Foley, trying to work that ball out of trouble. The full-back is under attack, Carey, but the ball gone out of the extension of 65 off the full-back. Adrian Smith with the 65 scored 3 goals and 5 points in the championship today. Can he make it a point extra? That one gone high, but it's gone to the right and it's gone wide, and the first wide of the game goes to the Ahane men. That's their wing-back Adrian Smith. That's Hal O'Grady with the puck out from the Well goals. Dropping into the middle of the field. Battle Royal up goes and the hand of Anthony Carmody, trying to get a stick to it to an inside forward, succeeding in there to Edward Geary. The ball steered out of defence there by Simon Smith, out towards the wing centre forward position, and picked up by the cornerback, who's Anthony Foley. Strikes it along the ground towards the centre forward, Anthony Carmody. Carmody staying with him there, Michael Fitzgerald. strikes it across towards this side of the field. They're well moving forward up towards the corner forward position. A nice pick up on this corner of the field. By there, number 12, the wing forward is Paul O'Grady, walking inside the cornerback, striking it in towards the steady end of the ground, and across comes the goalkeeper. That's Tom Meskel. He strikes the ball out towards the centre, coming over the head there with Michael Fitzgerald. Micheál McCarroll shot knocked down on the opposite side of the field, pulled away by Patrick Wellman. Has difficulty in lifting it. That's the corner forward, Edward Geary. The ball close to the side on the opposite side of the field, and the referee and linesman over there indicating, I think, a throw in on the opposite side of the field. On Raithor, Seamus O'Hickey of Ballylanders throws the ball in. The flash ball there falls for the men from Ahane, and it's the line ball on the opposite side of the field. That's the match official, Jimmy Hickey from Ballylanders. And centre half back, experienced Ollie Moran. Strikes it in towards the centre. Nicely fielded there by Sally Foley. Loosed out to the midfielder there is James Moran for the hand. A battle royal in the middle of the field. Two inter-county players batting for it. Kieran Carey in the equation as well. And the ball out to this side of the field it comes. And a free there for a foul on Paul Carey. The young midfielder winning himself the free. The hand goal line there being organised by goalkeeper Tom Meskel. This is Gary Kirby. Scored 4 goals and 50 points today in the championship. Can he extend that lead to 51 points? This one has gone in, but it's gone to the left and wide, and the wides are level. One for Ahane and one for the Well. This is Tom Meskel in the Ahane goal with the puck out. Anthony Carmody coming across the middle of the field to collect that one, driving it in towards Tom Meskel's goal. Breaking ball is vital. It's one inside and struck in and struck over the bar. A great point by Paul O'Grady. Came across from right to left and struck it over. That's the wing forward, Paul O'Grady, thanks to the pass from Anthony Carmody. Paul O'Grady, who scored 10 points, and he now makes it 11. That's the 11th point of the championship for Paul O'Grady. Out towards the centre of the field, it goes. One of the middle of the field there by John Meskel. The ball is won by his midfield colleague James Moran. James Moran to Turlock Herbert. Turlock Herbert with a shot and it's over the bar. Turlock Herbert. An excellent point for Ahane. They have waited a long time for this one, and it's come from Turlock Herbert. What a name to get the opening score for Ahane. The man from right in the middle of the parish, so to speak. The puck out comes on this side of the field with Natal O'Grady stopping on this side of the field. Breaking ball will fall for Ahane. They clear it up speed up towards the corner forward position. Corner forward there with Tudwick Smith. Referee penalises the defender, the cornerback Anthony Foley, for the foul on Tudwick Smith. Free to Ahane. Turlock Herbert, who has scored 123, not including today. Can he make it his second point of today's action? Strikes this one to the right. It's gone to the right and it's gone wide, and the scoreboard remains at Ahane 1 point. Cover Podrick 1 point. I'm sure they're looking forward to an exciting encounter here on the Gaelic ground. This is the goalkeeper, Natal O'Grady, with the puck out towards the opposite 45-metre line. Carmody going up to get that one, didn't get it on that occasion. Breaking ball is won by centre half back, and the centre half back is Ollie Moran. Gets it back to his cornerback position. Alan Collins strikes it first time in towards the centre. Greeting that one is Michael Fitzgerald with the red helmet, the familiar figure of Michael Fitzgerald. There's John Meskel. John Meskel strikes it first time in towards the full forward position. Operating in there is John Morrissey, brother of Eamon, the Kilkenny Star and the Dublin Star. This is John Morrissey on the opposite side of the field, striking it in towards the inner thrown into the ground. Breaking ball inside. Still a hand hold possession, but Patrick well lifts the seat and who lifts it for them. But their wing half back, and that's Tony O'Brien. Tony O'Brien's delivery right to the middle of the field. Look to be pushing the back there on the hands there, but the referee waving play on. It's won there by Paul Carey, and Carey sends it up towards his corner of the field. Good end-to-end action. It's won with Martin Moran coming off his stick. Kevin Herbert is there as well. And we've got a holding going on inside. The referee waving play on is Paul O'Grady. Paul O'Grady fearing in and goal. Says Paul O'Grady. He's hooked up the ball. Back it goes to the goalkeeper. That's Tom Meskel. Half hits that shot. Gets it out to a colleague. And Ahane lifts the seat. Up to this side of the field, out to the middle of the field it comes for John Meskel trying to get a stick to that one. The referee getting in the way, but not in the way of the centre half forward. Declan O'Grady striking it in towards the corner. An opportunity for Alan Purcell, and strikes it over the bar. Alan Purcell, an excellent point, but thanks to his team captain, yes he says, thanks to Declan O'Grady, Alan Purcell getting his name on the score sheet. That's the bench Anthony Carmody with a long free in towards the Ahane. Goes the city end here in the Gaelic grounds. It's held inside by Kevin Herbert, the team captain. Strikes it out there towards Michael Fitzgerald, the familiar figure of Michael Fitzgerald. A long hand pass into the middle of the field towards John Meskel. A good run by John Meskel. Will he go for the point from way out the field? Strikes it in towards the full forward. Watched by the full back and dropped out over the end line and wide. Second white from Ahane comes from John Meskel, the midfielder. That Cal O'Grady with the puck out. Players counting for that one here on this side of the field. First to react to it is Kevin Herbert, or Turlock Herbert, brother of Kevin. Dropped it in towards the full forward. Up comes Pat Carey, the full back. Good control by Pat Carey. Hand passed it out for two and a hand man. That ball coming off his stick. Came off the stick of James Moran. So it's a line ball to Patrick Swell. Tony O'Brien with the sideline cut. May go to his midfielder, Paul Carey. Coming to get that one is Anthony Carmody. Backing there with Michael Fitzgerald. And the referee, I think, will throw that one in. Two big men, Michael Fitzgerald and Anthony Carmody, and the referee just shakes their head and he says, we'll throw that one in. That's actually good to hear here in the Gaelic ground as we operate here from the Lackey stand, as the ball is struck there to Turlock Herbert. On this side of the field it comes to Michael Fitzgerald. A good start by Michael Fitzgerald, stopping that ball in towards the full forward position. Came off the hand of John Morrissey. Kieran Carey is there. Walked it out it comes to the corner forward. The corner forward is Patrick Smith. And pass it outside to a colleague. A shot by Moran James, but it's gone over the bar. The sides are level. James Moran on Spittery Lord in the park. Anthony Carmody going up for it, not getting it. Pulled it on the ground there by, I think it's Barry Foley, getting it in towards the corner field. Carey going back there, but Adrian Smith is back there for a hand. And nice ball to Moran, or is it Smith? It's Smith, the hand pass out to this side of the field. It comes, and progress being made by a hand, and that ball is driven inside by the midfielder, John Meskel, across towards the opposite side of the field. Going over there to control it is Sean O'Connor. Hand pass it outside to John Meskel. John Meskel, nice turn of pace. Good hand pass back to Turlock Herbert. Turlock Herbert with a shot. They lead for a hand for Turlock Herbert. 3 points for a hand, 2 points for Patrick Swell. Remember, they have 16 apiece in county titles, and certainly Turlock Herbert knew where the posts were. That's Cal O'Grady, preparing to take the puck out. Dropping ball in towards the middle there, towards Declan O'Grady. Didn't get a stick to it. Won by a hand, and they work it out nicely out of trouble. It's Fitzgerald again, who launched it in towards Morrissey. Breaking ball for the midfielder, James Moran. Came off the Patrick Swell defender. And on this side of the field, looks like Tony O'Brien. Striking it along this side of the field. But he makes those to the side and picked up on this side of the field by Adrian Smith. But he's crossed the line, so it's a line ball to Patrick Swell. The linesman on this side of the field, John Sexton, the experienced official, indicating a line ball for Patrick Swell. That's the match official, Jimmy Hickey from Ballylanders. Adrian Smith reversing back towards his own goal to pick up his man. This is Barry Foley. Strikes it low along the ground in towards the centre. Ollie Moran came for that one, a fresh air shot, but he make ahead of the second attempt. And Ollie Moran lands the ball towards the side of the field, towards Turlock Herbert, not the biggest man in the field. Here is Foley for Patrick Swell, and he strikes it into the middle. But it's won there by John Meskel, who stopped the ball. Barely, says the referee. Meskel with a shot in towards the goals. Now Cal O'Grady waiting for it to come down inside. The ball coming out over the end line and wide. Now Cal O'Grady, a short puck out towards Kieran Carey. Ahead of James Moran. Still Kieran Carey loses the sitter, and coming into the equation is Turlock Herbert. Good run by Turlock Herbert. Tried to get it in towards his full forward. A fall there on the corner forward. Patrick Smith. And the referee is going to speak with Kieran Carey for a very high challenge on the corner forward. Patrick Smith, and I'm sure the name of Kieran Carey will enter the referee's book. Referee calling aside the number 15, who is Patrick Smith for a hand, and the number 6, who is Kieran Carey for Patrick Swell, and both players will be booked because the referee very, very close to the action. So both players getting a stern warning, and the referee has awarded the free to Turlock Herbert and a hand. Turlock Herbert scored 1 goal and 25 points so far. Can he make it 126? Yes, he can. His third point of today's game from Turlock Herbert. 2 point lead for Ahane, 4-2. The time, 18:28 gone in the first half. Natal O'Grady with the puck out from the Patrick Swell goal up towards Anthony Carmody. The breaking ball there with Mick Fitzgerald. One body up the corner forward, Sean O'Connor. Limerick CBS star, Sean O'Connor. That ball up towards the corner forward, Ahane. In a bit of movement that can be going in. Watch for the goalkeeper, it's over there. An excellent point. Ahane certainly on fire. A great point from way out on the sideline. The man to get it was James Moran. That's the second point of today's game. Natal O'Grady, certainly the busier of the goalkeepers in the first 19 or so minutes of this senior hurling final here in Limerick. Ahane, the busier team in the first half. John Morrissey, a good ball to the corner forward. Racing over is Turlock Herbert. From the famed name of Turlock Herbert of Ahane, pushed in the back and a free to Ahane. Here, Tony O'Brien there, very close to him, pushing the number 14 in the back and a free in. This is Turlock Herbert with the free for a very acute angle, and he don't miss from that distance. That's his first point from a free. Now he has scored 4 in total. Natal O'Grady with the conditions here, excellent for hurling. Strong conditions and overhead conditions, nobody can grumble. There was Barry Foley for Patrick Swell. There also is Aidan Smith for Ahane. And Ahane been working out of trouble carelessly there with centre half back Ollie Moran. Out it comes to Carmody. Carmody a good ball inside to the centre half forward who's Declan O'Grady. Sends it in low. Kevin Herbert is there. The full back goes to the Holly bit ahead of Gary Kirby. Coming over there is Ahane. Mick Fitzgerald is one of those. The full back is Kevin Herbert. Tries to get room to swing a stick up, both range of God. Gets it over there to the opposite side of the field to Alan Collins. A good clearance by Alan Collins.